Hello, my people. You're welcome back to my channel. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to your time and location. So, guys, a lot has been going on right now concerning this coalition. A lot of reactions. Nigerians have been talking. APC has been talking. The coalition members too also have been talking. As we know, there is this kind of little division in the coalition itself because there are some persons that are for Atiku, like somebody like Kenneth Okonkwo has come out to say that he's going to vote for Atiku, although he did not really call Atiku. He said a Northerners, but Nigerians want to believe that is Atiku. Atiku and Peter Obi has indicated interest that they want to run for the presidential election. That brings us to the question, who will ADC give the ticket? Nigerians, we know that virtually all Nigerians that are not APC, most Nigerians, they really believe that Peter Obi is the man for the ticket. Obviously, because whether we like it or not, Peter Obi is one of the backbones of this coalition. This coalition is really making heat, gaining ground because many people believe in Peter Obi.
If you look at the ADC has gained traction, surprisingly, not because of the, in spite, or let me say, in spite of the assemblage of men of yesteryears that are largely uninspiring, people that you can't even follow, you can't even land on behind, including, of course, the chairman of the ADC, the former Senate President David Mark, including the Potem National Secretary. When you look at the ADC and the structure as currently constituted, it's uninspiring. You could as well go to sleep and say, let them slug it out by themselves, and whoever defeats the other, so be it. But something changed when Obi stepped into that hall that day and identified with the coalition. The support the coalition is getting today, which is actually substantial, I must tell you this, surprisingly. I didn't give this coalition a chance, but I can tell that from the feelers we're getting on the ground, a lot of people are now gravitating towards the coalition and are waiting with bated breath to see what they will come up with in the next.
When you say people, who are we referring to?
Nigerians who have been yearning for an alternative to what they have currently. There was this fear that Nigeria was lying to a one-party state because of the demise of the PDP and the disarray in the Labour Party. So this is like a halt to that slide, and Nigerians have welcomed it. But I'm saying Nigerians have welcomed this coalition or the ADC because of the presence of Mr. Peter Obi there. Somebody they consider as different, and somebody whose conduct really is a bit different from the norm, really. I mean, let's give it to him.
Now, we can record that on Monday, the Director General of Obedient Movement, Yanusa Tako, said that Obi will contest the 2027 election with or without the coalition ticket of the ADC. Obi has also made us to understand, say whether they like him or not, so say him is still a member of the Labour Party. So meaning if ADC no give am the ticket, most likely is going to fall back to Labour Party. Now, the ADC don't send some kind people, they don't reply the statement made by the Director General of the Obedient Movement. He said it may end your political career. ADC sent strong warning to Peter Obi over report of dumping coalition. Mind you guys, Peter Obi have not said that he's dumping the coalition, but all he's saying is that he's going to run, and Atiku wants to run. I think we don't already hear this statement before. When Peter Obi, that was before 2023 election, left PDP, go Labour Party, this same statement, many Nigerians were busy making the same statement, including the El-Rufai that is now looking for him like egg now. El-Rufai, all of them, they keep saying that he does not have structure. Even Nyesom Wike then said he does not have structure. The man without a structure, as at that 2023, almost beat Atiku himself that have all the structures, all the money. You know one funny thing about this? Peter Obi did not really spend much on campaigning. People were ready. As in, they were ready to campaign for him with their own money, not because they need something in return. That is one thing you guys should know. Comrade Abayomi Bello of ADC Youth Vanguard stated that if Tanko's submission truly represents Obi's position, the former Anambra State governor may be looking at the end of his political trajectory if he walk away from the coalition due to losing the party's 2027 presidential ticket. Bello added in a statement on Tuesday that such action would portray Obi as another self-interested politician, one who is only interested in his personal ambition and not in the nation's building. He urged that rather than dump the coalition, the Labour Party chieftains who has a history of moving from one party to the other, should rather embrace the opportunity to mentor new leaders and build long-term political structure. In the light of reports that Peter Obi is considering leaving the ADC coalition should he not secure the presidential ticket, we would like to warn that if this truly represents his thinking, the move could mark the end of his political trajectory. We doubt that Mr. Tako actually has Peter Obi's mandate to say what he said. We believe that Mr. Obi has cultivated a public image rooted in principles, youth empowerment, and the nation's first policies. Therefore, walking away from the coalition because of personal ambitions contradicts the very foundation of his appeal. With the history of multiple party changes from APGA to PDP to Labour Party, really? Really, really? And now potentially another exit. Nigerians may begin to see Mr. Obi not as a visionary reformer, but as another self-interested politician. Guys, let me pause. This comrade Abayomi Bello of the youths of the ADC Youth Vanguard, I need to respond to you. All this many grammar wey they speak concerning Peter Obi, that Peter Obi is someone that changes party from this to this. Actually, these people in ADC speaking against Peter Obi happens to be probably Atiku's men, or maybe those people will be say APC plant inside ADC. It's obvious that the way some of these ADC people are talking, the way they are going about, if Obi did not get the ticket, is somehow insinuating, if they've already made up their mind, that they are not going to give Peter Obi the ticket. And that one obviously is the fall of the coalition.
To dig into the plow of people power, to harvest people power on their side. Because what a political party needs in opposition is people power. With people power, it will defy all forms of electoral subterfuge instigated by the incumbents. Because the people themselves that are going to send to do this are with the opposition because of the vast, armory of people power. So I'm expecting them to utilize the golden ball opposition of some sort. The same way the same coalition makes of President Muhammadu Buhari to come to power. And most importantly, let me say this clearly. The ADC must understand that Nigerians across board will not want a northern presidency to abridge down of the south before 2031.
I think someone agrees with you. I mean, from our social media, Michael Efedi says if Atiku emerges ADC presidential candidate, they will lose woefully. He also says Atiku should rest and back Peter Obi.
You are saying all of this about Obi. First of all, before you start talking, won't you sit down and reason? Among all these politicians, apart from El-Rufai, even the El-Rufai did not really start from APC. Show me one of the Nigerian politicians that have not moved from one party to another. We are saying that with history of multiple parties changes, show me one of these Nigerian politicians that have not moved from one party to another. Show me them, make I tell you that you're a big liar. Then all the things he said about Peter Obi, that coalition requires patience, negotiation and compromise. If Mr. Obi departs from the ADC coalition permanently, he risks losing the trust of alliance, alienating key stakeholders, and frustrating a youth base already disillusioned by fragmented opposition. Rather than exit, Mr. Obi has an opportunity to lead from within by mentoring new leaders, influencing policies direction, and building a long-term political structure. That is how legacy are built. Anything else will spell political isolation, he wrote. Guys, can you imagine? This is coming from someone that calls himself a youth leader of the ADC. If really you are a youth leader and you've watched Obi talk, you watch him speak, you will really understand who you will support, because obviously from all this is plenty write-up, it shows that he is against Obi getting the ticket. And it's very funny when I hear some of those people say that Obi moved from one party to another. Tell me or show me any of the Nigerian politicians who never move from one party to another. You talk about coalition require patience. Which of them don't get patient? Now Atiku, since how many years have been running, has he been patient? He has not been patient. And he said again that Obi should be mentoring new leaders. Tell that to Atiku. Tell that to Atiku that is old.
Let me say this ahead without any fear of contradiction going to the field. I said it before the PDP elections too. By this time, Atiku should become a statesman. Atiku should mobilize the North within his own sphere of influence to back Peter Obi for the ticket of the South for two reasons. Apart from the fact that Peter Obi is popular ahead of even the convention of ADC, very popular. Peter Obi comes from the southeast, a zone that has shown Atiku enormous love and the PD by extension since 1998. A zone that the party that it has supported since 1998 consistently, but have not been given that opportunity to present a presidential candidate on that platform. I think it's an embarrassment on the PDP. And since Atiku has moved to the ADC, he should not go in there and ensure this to redeem his own image.
Obviously, it's old to lead the country. Nigerians were thinking of how to take away all these old men. Atiku that is clocking 80 years. Tell that to Atiku that he should step aside. He should be a king's maker. Guys, let me tell you the truth. If Atiku went out there today, the same insult where they insult Tinubu with Buhari they carry, that same insult is what Atiku is going to take, because Atiku for now does not really have anything to offer to Nigerians, whether we like it or not. You know, when Tinubu want to enter, a lot of people, in fact before Tinubu, then it was Buhari, people say, remember what Buhari do these days, remember what Buhari do, when they put Buhari enter, Nigerians, they cry, they lament, they say, okay, Tinubu is the best, Tinubu, see what he do Lagos State, Tinubu did not do anything. Atiku by rights, when he be vice president of Nigeria, will had a lot of issues when he gets. Obi is a man where be say he has governed Anambra State for good 8 years. Apart from governing Anambra State, this is a man where be say he made his wealth from the scratch. As in from this crash, he knows what is called management. Because when I hear some people saying Nigeria is too complicated, all those people that are coming, why do you think they overcomplicate them? As in they overwhelm them. Number one, they don't have history of management. This is a man that have managed himself from the beginning of his life. He's not like somebody like Nyesom Wike where be saying, my papa get money, bought his first car with his father's money. He's not like that.
Recent time, people saw him with Rolls Royce. And you and I know how much that can cost. So, as a public servant, people started asking, where did you get that money from? The man shocked. He was never expecting now the question will come. He believed that since he has been in office, people will just take it like that. No, but Nigeria didn't take it. They accused him that you are driving Rolls Royce as a public servant. Why? He said, you cannot tell me what I will do with my money. You cannot tell me what I will do with my money.
Who gave you?
So what? Nobody gave me a Rolls Royce.
You bought it?
Of course.
So, you say, where did you get the money from? He said, I did not come from a poor background.
What?
With what money?
Which money? So let me tell you. Femi, before Hamatan, there was cold. I didn't come from the same background with Rotimi Amechi.
He started narrating how that his father was a rich man, even when he was small.
I didn't
were you rich before?
Not to me rich. I didn't come. As a student, I was in a Mercedes Benz. As a student, I was in a Mercedes Benz. My father was a general manager of so many companies.
I was thinking that this man would start giving account on how he rose from where he was, then he got here, what he was selling. There was nothing like that. Now you see the difference between him and Peter Obi. Peter Obi will tell you that, look, let me tell you, I've always been a trader. I am a trader. I've been even when I was in school at UNN Enugu, I used to have supermarket in the school. The Savannah Bank branch in Omo, I built it.
As a student in the University of Nigeria in Nsukka, I built Savannah Bank branch in Omo and Ubulafo.
You built Savannah Bank branch
in Omo and Ubulafo. I lived in my house. I owned my own as a student. I bought my first car in first year, first waging. By second year, I bought 505. By my third year, I had a BMW 520. Everybody know me. If you pass in Nsukka, when I pass through Nsukka, you will know me. I own the supermarket inside the campus.
Were you rich before?
Not to me rich. I didn't come. As a student, I was in a Mercedes Benz. As a student, I was in a Mercedes Benz. My father was a general manager of so many companies. 70 years old
You come from
man.
a rich background.
I will not say too rich for the Dangotes. But I think I had a small background.
You see the difference? He's showing you how he rose, what he did, he's showing you everything so that you will see it with your own eyes. Not my father this, my father. That is the kind of politicians we need in Africa, in Nigeria. That is the type of people we need. Not just you come and start saying whatever. My father have. Apart from your father, how did you make your own money? How did you make your own money? That is what we are saying. You see the difference between him and Peter Obi? Peter Obi rose from enterprise. The other one rose from his father. Just like somebody that they will ask, what do you do for a living? I'm a nest of kin.
So this is the kind of people Nigerians we need to try. Some people will say, Obi will not do much. Yes, the guy have said, give me 4 years. With that 4 years, I am not going to change Nigeria totally, but at least I will lead Nigeria to the right direction. That is what Nigerians need right now. The problem that Nigerians have been having in the past is that we have leaders, people that will come, politicians that will come, make promises that they are going to go front whenever they come. But once they get into the power, they will start going through the back door. That is the problem Nigerians have been having. Let's take Tinubu, for instance. When he gets into power, the very first thing he did was to remove subsidy. But do you know that this subsidy he said he removed, Nigerians today are still servicing the subsidy? In case you doubt, listen to this video.
The one about the oil industry and how much we are losing is a worrisome situation, seriously. Because I felt that if Tinubu is the petroleum minister, he may do something about it, but I have been deceived. I've been deceived seriously because you cannot be a player and a regulator in the same industry. You'll be protecting your interests. Moses, yesterday, I was listening to a TV house where one of our own is an analyst, Arise. And one of their analysts there, Kayode, was saying something about this because it's like he's a player or something. He knows. And this man made a revelation that I was not shocked anyway because I knew from the beginning that since 2023, that 300,000 barrels of crude oil is being set aside to fund subsidy. Did you hear what I said? And this is the subsidy Tinubu told us that he had removed. That even at that, all their crude oils are not completely remitted to FAC for sharing. That he wants Tinubu to come and explain these things.
So guys, you've seen the video, you don't watch the video, no be me won't tell you. Enough of all this obi this, obi that. Nigerians, we get eye, make we see, make we shine our eye, make we not allow all these people come where they go don't pay their money, they go take money, put for their pocket, they will come out, they want to discredit one person. As for me, I'm not telling you to vote for Obi or for vote for anybody, but first of all, before you begin vote, go search about that person, search the history about that person. Why is it in Nigeria that we always want the best to be behind? It's really a very troublesome thing that Nigerian really needs to work and look into. Again, I see they ask, is there anything wrong if somebody will be say you no get any criminal record, you no get any corruption record, rule this country for once, as in lead us for once? Is there anything wrong with that? So guys, I would like to hear your opinion. Feel free to drop them with us in the comment section, and please subscribe to our channel, and please give us a thumbs up so that YouTube can recommend it to others. Thank you and bye.